Okay, so welcome back to this really fun and exciting process of putting your product on Warriorplus. Like I said before, it's quite tedious, it's not that exciting, but it is what it is, and it's a way for us to make lots of money. So think of other tedious things that you could be doing, like working in McDonald's for a lot less money than you'll be making on here. So there you go. So as you can see, I've put together my whole process. You don't have to have all these pages. Okay, you might not have downsells, you might just have 2 or 3 upsells. It's perfectly up to you, and you can make good money from that. And if you're starting out, don't become overwhelmed. It's okay just to have 1 or 2 upsells, and you could even get a PLR product as an upsell and have that as your upsell. So whatever just gets you started is fine. Okay, so once you've got all your pages together, and it's really tedious and boring, but you've put it all together, then what you need to do is you need to go back up here. So what you've got there are products, individual products. Okay, so if you imagine it, like if you was to buy, this, that, and like a hamper. Good example, like a hamper is made up of products, but the offer itself is the actual hamper with all the products inside. So now we go to, and we're going to make an offer, a hamper. Really bad example. I probably could have come up with better examples, but hopefully you get the point. So we go to offer, click on offer. Okay, and we go to a new offer. And here we have to fill out all these details. So obviously my product is Hydra males, and I'm doing that little thing there which just makes it stand out a little bit. I'm going to set this one, what's that, description. I'm probably going to take the copy off my JV page, so I'm just going to pause it a second to that. Okay, so I've put in this little description here, just show people, basically tell people what it is. Category is email marketing. Keywords. Again, I don't really know how effective the keywords is, but it is what it is. Okay, this availability, we're going to put that as deal of the day, but you have to get approved by Warrior Plus to have it to be available. So you have to just wait until it's available from them. Then you need to make sure that you come back and make this public once they've made it available. I don't think it automatically goes to being public. Okay, so you have to come back in, make sure you remember to do that. Put a big sign on your wall next to you that says, check availability, and also make sure you check deal of the day. There's 2 things that you need to do after they've approved you. Okay, don't forget to do that, or else you'll be kicking yourself. All that work you've put in will be not good. Okay, so then we come to the sales page, and I've got that on my little list of URLs here that we put together, if you remember doing that. So just copy and paste, there we go. I'm going to change this. I'm just going to put this in for now, but I've actually bought Hydra Mail's domain name, but I need to point that and all that type of stuff, and it's a hassle. So you've done that, and then I'm not going to have a pre-launch. You can have a pre-launch if you want. So then we just click on create. I'm just going to have the default checkout banner. I'm not going to have coupons. External tracking and pixels. You can have this if you really want to get into like the whole Facebook re-advertising. Google. I set these up some time ago because I want to sort of keep track of all my products and stuff like that. I haven't really used them that much. It's something I should really go into and start to make better use of. I haven't. It's up to you whether you want to mess around with that. It takes a little bit of time to set it all up. I just do it. Affiliate program, don't use that. So create. Okay, are you with me? Are you having lots of fun. We're getting there, honestly. It's a slow process. So, this is the next section that we set up. Okay, now when I very first did my very first launch, this page bamboozled the hell out of me, and it can get a little bit confusing. So maybe what we're going to do is pause the video, make sure everything else is in place, make sure you've got your notepad with your URLs, because we're going to be using copy and pasting your URLs in this section. So make sure you've got all that together, and then come back with a nice cup of tea or coffee or brandy or whatever you have, and crack on with this. Okay, so are you ready? I trust you're ready. Let's go. So the first thing we have to do, this, if you again, I'm really using this analogy, but I think it's a terrible analogy, but there you go. Think back to the hamper. You've got the hamper, you've got the products inside the hamper. This, I guess, is a little bit like the display cabinet of the hamper. Feel free to send me a better analogy and I'll update these videos. Okay, so first thing we need to do is to add our very first front end product, which is the Hydra Males, and it's 100%. All this section here, so auto approve is for affiliates. You can go through this if you want. When buyers purchase this product, they will be auto approved as an affiliate when they request to promote an offer. I generally don't mess around with this. Auto bump, if you're affiliate, affiliates include this specific keyword and all this type of stuff. Forget that. For me, it can do if you want, but I just find it's a distraction, so we save that. And that's our first product added, and you potentially just leave it like this if you wanted, but we're not going to. Okay, so we add our first upsell. So we create a new page, put OTO1, only we will see this. And then so I want my OT1 sales page, not the thank you page, not the downsell page, nothing like that, just the main sales page. Put that there, and we save that. Okay, now we add our product. So it is Hydra Males OTO1. You can see why I've named them like this, because that just makes it so much easier for keeping all this together. And then the commission rate was 50%. We're not worrying about this, remember. Okay, so now we press save. And then we've got our first page sort of set up for our OTO1, but it's not all linked yet. This is, again, you can probably see where this got really confusing the very first time I did this, and I tried to work all this out myself. Nightmare. At least I'm here to show you so you don't make the same mistakes. Okay, so I'm now going to add the OTO1 downsell. So OTO1 downsell, and we get our URL. Press save. We add our product. So it was Hydra Males OTO1 downsell. Don't worry about this. We save that. Okay, so now we need to add the upsell and the downsell to the main page. If you're getting really confused, that's fine. It is confusing, but just copy what I'm doing. You'll get there eventually, honestly. So we click on the main page, and our upsell is there, our downsell is there. We press save. And There you go. Can you see the arrows? I see. I've done this wrong already. Okay. What I did, I've done the. It's not a downsell because they come to the front end. They buy the front end, then they'll go to the upsell. They won't go to a downsell. So we take off the downsell. We save that. Now what we do, we need to add the downsell to here. You see, so that would be the downsell. If they refuse, if they don't want OT01, they'll get sent to the OT01 downsell, and then we need to add a second upsell, a second upsell. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through, I'm going to do another one for you. So we'll go to here, and this is OTO2. OTO2, we do the sales page. I told you it was a bit confusing. Even though I've done several products, I still get confused with this. But you'll see, you'll see. Then we add product, which is the OTO2, 50% commission. It's all good. And now what we want to do is do an upsell from the OTO1. So the upsell is the OTO2. So you see here, if they accept, if they buy OTO1, that'll automatically then get to OTO2. If they don't want to buy the OTO1, they'll then get to the downsell of OTO1. And now, if they get to OTO1 downsell, but they still don't want that, they will still get taken to the OTO2 upsell or OTO2 product. I realise that's really confusing for some people, and hopefully this diagram will help a little bit. But bear with me. If you don't have any downsells, you don't have to worry about this. So I'm going to carry on doing this and then come back and show you the finished product, because or else again this video will go on for a very long time. But hopefully you're picking up what you have to do here, and I do apologise that it is quite confusing, but I'm trying to explain the best I can. I'll show you the finished products and hopefully that will help you. Okay, so I've set it all up. It's quite a little bit tedious, but it is. So here we go. I'm going to very quickly take you through the funnel. So they come to the main sales page, and if they choose to not buy it, then that's the end of the whole process. It's gone. If they choose to buy the product and they add it to the cart, they're automatically taken to the upsell one, and they can either choose to have that. If they choose to put that in their baskets, they will then go to upsell 2, and so on and so on and so on, until they get to the upsell number 4, which is the coaching. Now, if they're at this and they say, do you know what, I'm not interested in that product, they will go to the downsell, which say, hey, okay, you're not interested. How about the same product, but maybe a different lower cost, something like that. It's another offer, and they go, yeah, okay, I'll add that to the cart. If they add that to the cart, they'll get then taken to upsell number 2. If they choose not to have that added to the cart, they'll get taken to upsell number 2 as well. So you can see that that's the whole process. So it's all data chain, it's all connected. It's basically the whole funnel, the whole process. Now, I should point out that that is not the end of setting everything up. You can't just now start to sell your product. there's some more steps, I'm afraid. So join me for another exciting video on how to set up your product with Warrior Plus in the next episode. Thank you.